so beautiful, but most importantly, so perfect. Hey everyone, Cool91 here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about A Loud House Christmas and why I think it's a great movie. So, um, remember yesterday when I said that I was going to watch it soon because I didn't get the chance to watch it yesterday? Well, I watched it today and oh man, this movie, it was so amazing, so perfect. I I knew I knew the entire cast would pull it off. I mean, this is an animated show that I didn't know could be this perfect in live action. Besides the live action Fairly Odd Parents movies, I think this is the second most perfect live action adaptation of a cartoon. And this reminds me a lot of the Fairly Odd Parents. Most importantly, A Fairly Odd Christmas, because that live action Fairly Odd Parents Christmas movie, that that's what this reminds me of right here. It's a live action Nickelodeon movie about a Nickelodeon cartoon, and it's also a Christmas movie. So it's like that, but this, The Loud House, I never expected for this to get a live action movie until after the animated Loud House movie came out on Netflix. After that came out on Netflix, we got news about a live action Loud House movie, and I started freaking out. And then I saw the trailer. I saw the behind the scenes. I saw the clips. I saw a couple of things on this movie, and it's amazing. And now that I finally saw it today, I finally get to tell you my thoughts on this movie. And man, it's amazing. So, so first off, let's talk about the cast. So I can't talk about every cast member because the Loud family is a huge family, and I can't talk about all the actors that play all these characters. But I will talk about the actor of Lincoln himself. So the actor that plays Lincoln, Wolfgang Schaefer, he is a perfect actor for Lincoln. I like he looks and sounds a lot like Lincoln. And all these actors look and sound like the characters. But I think Wolfgang Schaefer really pulled it off with Lincoln's personality in this movie in live action. And I know it's the same for all these characters, but since I'm talking about Wolfgang Schaefer as Lincoln, it's, well, his performance as Lincoln was perfect. And after watching this movie, I just can't picture any other actor playing these characters in live action. Like, honestly, I just can't picture any other actor playing these characters because these actors that played these characters were already so perfect. So I literally can't imagine anyone else playing these characters in live action. I mean, in terms of voice acting, of course we have the voice actors, which are not any of these actors right here. But in live action, these actors did a great job portraying these characters in the live action movie. And Wolfgang Schaefer did a great job, and so did all the other actors in this movie. And I just think the actors are a huge part of what made this movie so perfect. And their performances are so spot on. Like, the performances, the way they portray the characters are so spot on. It's like it's like you're watching the cartoon, but it's in live action, and it's just so spot on, like so perfect. So yeah, all these actors did an amazing job. So oh, and we also have some extra characters in there, like the actors that played Pop Pop, their grandpa, the actor that played Hardcore, and some more actors that played extra characters that you'll see who they are. You'll see all the extra characters when you watch the movie. Also, Bobby, and Sam, and all those other Loud House characters. A lot of the actors did a great job portraying those characters. So yeah. So now let's talk about the plot. And before I talk about the plot, I just gotta say, if you haven't watched this movie yet, this video does contain spoilers for the movie. So if you haven't seen A Loud House Christmas, um, you've been warned, because this video contains spoilers. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the plot of this movie. So, it starts off with Lincoln and his sisters. It starts off with Lincoln's sisters being, well, Lincoln's sisters. Lincoln opens the door to his room, and then Luann hits a pie. Um, Luann hits his face with the pie, and then well, we basically see Lincoln's sisters acting like Lincoln's sisters. So yeah, they're just being themselves. And yeah. Then Lincoln and his family call Lori, because Lori is apparently, I think she was in college. She's in college, so she doesn't have time to be with her family. But the problem is that it's Christmas, and and not only Lori, but the entire family is so busy, and Lincoln is the only one who actually cares about, spending time with this family on Christmas, and they care too, but they're all busy. So Lori's in college, and some of the other sisters have things that they have to do. So and the rest of the family have to go. Okay, so the parents, they planned for the rest of the family to go to Miami, I think. So yeah, and that creates a problem because Lincoln is the only one who's against that, because he wants to celebrate Christmas with his family. So he comes up with a plan, and he he makes the plan with the help of Clyde, since they're best friends, and they always have plans. So they always make plans. So um so Lincoln was like, Operation sabotage all of my sister's plans so we can all celebrate Christmas together, and also think of a shorter name for this operation is a go. Something like that. That's what he always says in the show. I can't believe I actually nailed that. Um so yeah, basically Lincoln comes up with a plan to sabotage all of their sisters' plans so they can celebrate Christmas together, and he does it with the help of Clyde. And then um, once he's able to do that, um, once he's able to do that, he's happy that at first he's happy that all of their plans are ruined so they can all celebrate Christmas. But then later in the movie, um, they all of his sisters are disappointed, sad, and angry because all of their plans, all the things that they wanted to do, were ruined, and then Lincoln feels bad. So, but all Lincoln wanted to do was spend time with his family on Christmas, but that couldn't happen. And another part of this movie was Laurie's part, where after 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 Lincoln sends some of his dad's figgy pudding to Laurie, she sees the figgy pudding, and then she starts missing she starts missing her family after she sees her dad's figgy pudding. So then she's like, "What am I doing? It's Christmas. What was I thinking? Not spending time with my family on Christmas." So then she goes back, and she tries to go back with Bobby. But then Lori and Bobby end up almost freezing because it's cold outside because there's snow because it's Christmas. So they end up almost freezing until later on in the movie. Um, until later on in the movie, Lori's mom picks them up and with Vanzilla. So yeah. Um, so so then they so then the problems um so then all of their plans are ruined, but the only problem that wasn't ruined was their parents' plan of going to Miami. So then Lincoln comes up with another plan, and this he makes up a hybrid of a shark and a crocodile, a sharkadile. I don't know why. But it's basically a crocodile with a shark head. I don't know. Um, Clyde helps Lincoln make a fake sharkadile with a fake shark head and a fake crocodile body, and then they fake a video by 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 stealing Tanya, which is the mannequin, Lenny's mannequin, and then since it's a mannequin, they're trying to make people think that it's a real person. So they fake a video of Tanya the mannequin getting eaten by the sharkadile. so yeah, and then it shows up on the news, and then that plan is ruined too. So then later, Lincoln and Clyde tried to get rid of the fake sharkadile, and then Scoots, one of the other characters in the movie, yes, there's also an actor for her in the movie. She sees the fake sharkadile, and also Lincoln and Clyde are the ones riding the sharkadile because it's a fake creature, and it's like a bike inside. They go inside of the thing, and they pedal, and that's how the sharkadile moves. So they're trying to get rid of it, and then they see that, and then Scoots sees the Sharkadile, and she records it, and then they see on the news that the Sharkadile is coming to Royal Woods. So then the news lady hires she hires Rip Hardcore, one of the other characters in the show, to hunt down the Sharkadile. And then throughout the movie, it's a bunch of shenanigans uh, of um, of Lincoln and Clyde still riding the Sharkadile and trying to run away from Rip Hardcore with the Sharkadile. And then by the end of the movie is where Lincoln gets out of the fake Sharkadile, and then everyone finds out. So throughout the movie, after things got out of hand with the Sharkadile, um, the news lady and everyone who saw the news started thinking that the Sharkadile was actually real, but it's just something that Lincoln and Clyde made up together. But it was a fake creature that they made up, but they think it's real. So then when Lincoln tries to tell the news lady the truth, um, he calls her and tells her that the Sharkadile is real, that the Sharkadile is fake, but she doesn't believe him, and she still thinks it's real. So then by the end of the movie, Lincoln gets out of the Sharkadile, and that's when everyone finds out that it's fake, and then Lincoln explains why he did all that, and it was because he wanted to spend time with his family, and he tried to ruin their plans so they can all have a holiday, a Christmas holiday together. Um, after everyone found out, he thought his parents and everyone were gonna be mad at him, and also Clyde for making up a fake creature to scare his family to not go to Miami. All of that just so they can have a nice Christmas holiday together as a family. And then his parents aren't mad because, well, they understood why he did that. So Rita and Lynn Sr., they understood why he was doing that in the first place, so they weren't mad. Well, they were slightly mad, I think, because they were riding the Sharkadile inside the store, inside the Christmas store, and they were breaking all of the decorations and everything. They were breaking everything in the store or in the mall. They were breaking everything in the mall, but they understood why he did that. So, but then we get a nice ending where everyone finds a way to get together, and then we get a nice ending where Luna makes another. We get another song, another Loud House song from Luna, and everyone starts singing, and that's another part of what made this movie so beautiful. It's the music and the fact that Lincoln wants to spend time with his family, and basically what you'd expect from a Christmas movie, a family Christmas movie. So yeah, so everyone starts singing, and then after that, Lincoln gets to have his nice Christmas holiday with his family, They have a snowball fight, and also Pop Pop is part of the family too, so he's in the family too, so he's there with them. And and at the beginning of the movie, Lincoln ordered a big, huge sled for him to ride with the family. But he couldn't ride it because all of his family members were busy. But then by the end of the movie, when everyone got together again and they finally had that nice Christmas family time, um, they they finally got to ride the sled. And then the movie ends with the end credits and the live action, the characters who played those characters in live action and the characters in the show, which is the cartoon, side by side. Whew. So, of course, there's a lot more to this. Eh, Of, of course, there's a lot more to this in this movie. But I just wanted to talk about the main plot of this movie, like the main details in this movie. And if you haven't watched it yet, just go to Nickelodeon and watch it yourselves. And if you're Loud House fans like me, you're definitely, I guarantee that you're definitely gonna enjoy this movie, especially since it's a nice Christmas movie. And, well, it's the Loud House in live action, and as I said a couple of times already, and in the beginning of this video, it's perfect. So if you're a fan of the Loud House and you just want to have a good time, and or you wanted to know what the Loud House looks like in live action, then this is it right here. This is the right movie for you. So yeah, overall, I end up loving this movie. I loved the way the actors portrayed these characters. And if we get a sequel of this airing on Nickelodeon, well, I'd be happy. um, but I would totally love to see more Loud House movies like this one, because the Loud House is perfect in live action, and Nickelodeon should seriously start turning their all of their cartoons into live action, because this movie was perfection. I thought the live action Fairly Odd Parents were really the live action Fairly Odd Parents films were really good too, and I just think Nickelodeon should do this more. I've always wanted a live action Danny Phantom movie. I think that would be amazing. Um, I I wanted Butch Hartman to make that happen after he made the live action Fairly Odd Parents movies. So yeah, I definitely want more live action Nickelodeon movies, because this movie was beautiful. It was amazing, and it was just a nice, fun movie to watch. Just like the show, it's a nice slice of life. It's a This is a slice of life movie, a live action version of the slice of life cartoon that we've known for a couple of years now, and it's done really well here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get more of this, because I think I think the actors did a great job. I think this movie was done really well. It's not your typical episode of The Loud House, since this is a movie, it's in live action, and there are some differences from the show, but they're also, if you watch the behind the scenes of this movie, if you watch the behind the scenes, there's tons of references of things from the show. So it still stays true to the show. But characters that don't get the spotlight actually got the spotlight in this movie, like Rip Hardcore. Um we got to see some other characters. But Rip Hardcore actually got a big part in this movie. So, yeah, I was expecting to see some other characters, like maybe Ronnie Ann or Lincoln's other friends from school. We didn't even see any parts of his friends from school in this movie. But still, this ended up being a really great movie, and I really ended up enjoying it. And now I kind of want to watch it again. So, yeah. Again, if you're a Loud House fan and you wanna see a really good something really good related to the Loud House, then this I recommend you watch this if you haven't seen it. So, yeah. A Loud House Christmas, great movie. Anyways, that's all for this video, and as always, stay cool.